So today we are remounting Grandma's old rack. Deer rack, buck rack. You guys are dirty. Don't think that way. So this is what we got. You can see it's in my grandfather's house. You can see the felt's pretty beat up, and grandfather's from a pretty backwoods area, Pennsylvania. So I don't know exactly who mounted it. There's no stickers or any markings on it really. There's some initials that are TLS. Those are not my grandmother's initials. They're not my grandfather's initials either. So I don't know exactly who mounted this. But it was not exactly a, professional job or anything. Not that I'm going to do a professional job, because this isn't what I really do. But I thought it'd be a fun little project and a nice way to start off a YouTube channel. So I already kind of got started. I started taking out some of these nails. And we're going to get at her and make it happen. All right, so I'll check back with you in a little bit. All right, so got off the batting, this felt batting. Batting? Is that what we call it? Batting? I don't know. Got that off, and some cotton, some kind of cotton stuffing that's in here. Let me see if I can turn you guys. All right, there we go. So you can see this was done probably before I, well, not probably, it was done way before I was born. I'm in my 30s now, so, but you can see it was done quite a while ago. They did a fairly decent job cutting the noggin up, but we'll get all this taken out, and let's see. Don't mind the mess, guys. This is just how I work. There we are. Let's see if I can prop you guys up and get you guys, if you could see the way I'm standing right now, so you guys have a view. It's hilarious. All right. Okay. We're gonna keep it moving. There we go. Sorry if this is completely out of frame and I'm just screwing everything up, but get it? Screwing everything up. Oh, bad jokes. One down. Come on. Oh, looks like we got a little, all right, got a little backer. That was stuff behind there. You know what? I'm gonna leave that back there for now, just to give some support. So you might be wondering why I'm not using a power drill to do this. And that is because you have flathead screws and use a power drill. It has a tendency to slip off And I don't want to, this is a really old mount, and I don't want to slip off and break anything off of it, especially, God forbid, one of the antlers. That would be terrifying. Not terrifying, but you know what I'm saying. And again, I don't know how this is normally done. I don't know if this is done the right way or the wrong way. I'm gonna do it pretty similarly though, just with nicer looking stuff. All right, so there's our mount. Just a tiny little 8-point. And you can see it's a little misshapen, and kind of looks like somebody cut it out with a jigsaw or something, coping saw, something crazy, but it's a little rough. So we gonna discard that for now. And that's what we're left with. So there's that. Okay. All right, I'll check back when I figure out what I'm mounting this thing on. It'll all come out in editing, I guess. So, we got that. Square it off. Or, you know, rough cut. We'll square it off as much as we can here. So, make sure we got power. Yeah, we got power. Alright. Trying to make these pieces somewhat need a... Oh, pencil. Who's got the pencil? Hey, maybe if I cleaned once in a while, I'd be able to find a pencil. Oh. All right. I got a pen. Good enough. So let's get our old mount, because it was actually pretty decent size. So we got what? About 11 inches. We'll go with 11 inches. That sounds pretty good. Ink's frozen because I don't have heat in my shop slash garage. Okay, so all right, that works. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I think that's pretty darn good. We're gonna keep this thing fairly simple. I'm not gonna go crazy on it. Boards, a little over 6 1/4 wide. So what we'll do, I think, what we're gonna do here is, see, 6 1/4. So we'll go 3 1/8 on that side. 3 1/8 on this side. All right. So there's our center, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut an angle and then cut an angle. And I don't think we'll do anything with the top. I'm gonna give this a rough sand because I kind of like the rustic look of the rough cut lumber. Yeah, kind of goes with what I'm looking for. But we'll cut an angle and let's see. So we got to pick an angle. So let's see what looks good. Maybe 10. I like it. Excuse me. Yeah. A little more. All right. Looks good to me. What you're doing, but so I think this is what we got here. This is what we're gonna stick with. So I got that. You know, just a little guy like that, and then we'll take this and put that, and we'll take our little shimmy shammer there. You like that term, shimmy shammer? Okay, and I think that's what we'll end up with, just like that. Okay, so we'll get to it, and I'll show you what we got when we come back. All right, figured I'd give you guys just a little idea of what I'm doing. I just got this piece of 100 grit sandpaper wrapped around. Again, this is rough cut. I'm not trying to, I'm going for rustic, okay? Not going for crazy. You know, this is supposed to be, you know, I wanted to keep the, that kind of backwoods feel we got with the old mount. Just a little bit more symmetrical and, you know, a little nicer. So this is what I'm doing. I got this piece of sandpaper wrapped around my block. I'm just using it as a sanding block. Okay. And I just kind of knock down all the, when you get rough cut lumber, you can see on this side, you get rough cut lumber, it's got all these ridges and little pieces that are going to catch whenever you go to do your sealing. And for sealing, we're doing, I'm just going to do some Danish oil. Nothing crazy. No color or anything like that. It's just to seal up the wood so it doesn't, you know, go wonky on us. Not that, you know, this is a small piece of wood, so it's not really going to get very wonky, but, and it's pretty thick, actually. It's about, the guy advertised it as 1.25 inches, but I don't think I think it's a little bit closer to, yeah, it's 1 inch. It's 1 inch. So, so like I said, we're just knocking down the high stuff that'll catch on our rag when we go to do our finish. So I'm just taking this and I am basically just Taking my sandpaper at about a 45-degree angle, or my sanding block at a 45-degree angle. Okay, I'm just knocking down that edge. And I'm being kind of nice about it because, you know, you can see our nice little joint up there where our angles meet up. I want to make that somewhat even. And then doing the same thing on the sides. Okay. Like I said, just knocking down that high stuff. This side's a little chewy. No big deal. Even our cut will kind of probably just round that over, actually. Get rid of the angle altogether, honestly. There we go. All right. So that's what we got. Okay. Everything's all nice and, you know, smoothish. Get you another light here so you can see. Everything's all nice and kind of, you know, just looks better than high stuff. I might do the back too, just to get this dirt off so it doesn't mark up the wall when I hang it. The wife won't like that. So we got our thing there, and we got some taper powels. Got this idea from Buckin' Billy Ray. Go check his channel out. He's a pretty cool guy. Real positive guy. Little wacky. I like him. So we take that. It's real cold, guys. Nothing wants to move. Okay? Just douse it, because this is okay, just a natural color. It's nothing, it's not tinted, there's no stain in it, there's no color, no pigment, no nothing. Okay. And the nice thing about Danish oil is that it will actually, let's see if I can set you up over here so you can see me. Nice thing about Danish oil is that it'll actually harden, doesn't harden on top of the wood, it hardens inside the wood. So essentially what you get is a nice rubbed, what they call a rubbed finish. You don't get, you know, you're not gonna get anything glossy out of it. Okay. All right, man. That's nice. I actually like using Danish oil on my tool handles and stuff. It's funny I say check out Buckin' Billy Ray. I recently just did. So my grandfather is a little ill, and when I was about 12, I started working with him, and oh, sorry if my nose is running, guys. It's really cold out here. So I started working with my grandfather when I was 12, remodeling houses and doing trim work and stuff like that. So me and him were always really close. And recently, he's sick, he's ill, he's in a home, long story short. And kind of started going through some of his old tools and stuff that he can't use anymore. And I had this crazy idea to start selling firewood, even though I live in the suburbs. It's going all right, but you know, whatever. But he had this old axe, and I was using that because I didn't have an axe. And my grandfather wasn't really known for taking care of his tools. So I was using his axe and it broke. And I got onto Buck and Billy Ray's channel, and he does a lot of axe restoration stuff, which is pretty awesome, actually. And so I decided to redo the axe instead of buying a new one. Turns out it's actually a really old axe head. I think it was actually my great-grandfather's before him. But this is what we got for that. So I kind of restored the head. I got knocked off a lot of the rust and stuff like that. Just for the record, none of these grinder marks are from me. That's not my thing. But put a little strike protector on it. That's all leather. And burnish the handle. Use some Danish oil on that one too. So, that stays there. So, Danish oil, good stuff. I like it. So we got that, and I think that looks pretty decent. And I'll put a little on the back too. What the hell? But here you'll see why I sanded, because it's going to catch on that rag, that little wad of taper paws there. It's going to catch on it real bad. I'm going to have to use the bench brush and knock it all off. But no, you can see it. See it? Tearing it up. That's all right, though. We'll knock it all off, and for something like this, it's staying inside. You don't have to do 800 million coats to, get something that works well. Oh, now I gotta find my brush in this mess. There's the brush. There it is. Let me see it. Okay. All right. Maybe if we just start taking stuff and putting it away right after we use it. There she is. All right. Okay. All right. So now, let's see. What's our next step? We got our little shimmy sham there. Yep, I think we'll mount that. I'll mount that piece on there. And then we'll come back. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I swapped out the screws for something a little bit, something a little more simple to work with. But so we got all of our edges knocked down nice. Okay, oiled up, good to go. All right. I got this old cotton batting that it came with. It's got like some, what I can only assume is either mold or droppings of some sort. So that goes in the garbage. What we'll probably end up using, I got these old fleece blanket scraps that we'll probably use. And then for the wrap, or whatever you call it, we'll use this nice brown leather that I have. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. So we got to be clear, guys. I'm just winging it. I don't know what I'm doing. But so I got this stuff set up. Okay. Just padded it, you know, so it's got a nice backing. And then our leather will go around something like that. Okay. As tight as possible. I'm going to trim this up. Obviously, it'll be nice and neat. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. All right, back again. So you can see we got the leather nice and, you know, pretty tight wrap. And we'll move some of this stuff around so that it kind of goes up under like that, you know. Well, you can see we just stapled it, just crown staples. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. It's all real rough right now. But rest assured, we have a plan. We have a plan. But if you can see, you get the light. So just working the sides, you know, you start it at the top, pull it tight down this way, put a couple staples in there, pull it over this way and up and around, and just kind of work it, you know, side to side to side, top to bottom, side to side, pulling it tighter as you go. There's a couple spots that are, you know, it's, again, I'm not a professional at any means as far as mounting or taxidermy goes, but this is what I got. And like I said, we'll you know, we got a plan, so we're gonna keep fussing with this, and just wanted to give you an update, and that's where we're at. So nice and tight, and I think it still looks pretty darn good. I like it a lot better than what was there. So I'll keep working on it, and I'll bring you back when I got an update for you. All right, so there it is. I thought it turned out great. I really like it. Hung it up in the kitchen. You know, wife might not like it too much, but I'm sure she'll get used to it. She likes, you know, old vintagey things. You know, I hope you guys stick around and, you know, keep watching. All right. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you later.